guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the Hornet
AS-6.
The Hornet AS-6. The reason I bought this gun is because there's lots of controversy with this gun. A lot of people say it's a good gun, a lot of people say it's a bad gun. Tons of people disagree, so we decided we'd give you our biased opinion about it. We tested it, and we haven't bought more than one, so we're just going to test the first one we have, which is this one. So let's get to it.
Okay, this gun misfires a lot. Like, even if when I owned one, but it broke. When I did own one, when I cocked it and I pumped it, it would miss like every dart at the, like, it got worse over time. Like, first week I had it, it was totally perfect, but after time it kept misfiring a lot, and that just really annoyed me.
I've heard that a lot.
It's also very, very inaccurate, because they just go all over the place. Especially when you use the swarm buttons, which just fires all 6 darts at once.
Okay, so there's certain ways to fire and pump this properly. Certain ways you shouldn't do it, certain ways you should do it. First of all, you want to cock it first, because I believe if it's cocked the first notch, if you don't cock it, I believe it only fills one air container, and you want to fill them all. Second, I like to pull them out a little bit so it activates the air restrictors while I'm pumping it, and then after it's all pumped, I like doing the small finger technique so they all stay in the very back. So I'll show you that right now. See, they're all pushed out because I do not want the air slipping out. And it says on the box to cock this 20 times, so pump it 20 times. I normally cock it 40 because it
Don't forget the one for good luck.
yes, and one for good luck. Because it fills each air capsule or air container individually. That's as far as I know so far. So if one of them gets filled less, that's going to shoot weaker. So if you pump it all, I think it's going to work much better.
Alright, well, he's having fun with that one. I'm done with the range. The range is medium at best when you have a full air container. That's my experience with it. And so here's the video of him pumping it.
Okay, so I've pumped it maybe 50 times because I like to pump it some extra. Now I'm going to push them all in and see if the air restrictors activate on some of them, or if they push them back out. This one they pushed it back out.
Hit the swarm button.
You picky technique, small finger keys. On each one that pops out, looks like most of them are popping out because the air restrictors are strong in this gun. The thing about this gun is it's another very difficult gun to modify. There's, like all AS guns, they're more difficult to modify because it's not an air compression system, so the air restrictors are different. So thanks a lot. There's 2 firing ranges, and Jake here decided to show you the single fire. There's a single fire, you can shoot one at a time, and that tends to be stronger, but the last dart normally runs out. But when you press both of these sides at the same time, or just one of them, it fires all at the same time, which is really cool. Normally the bottom one doesn't go as far.
It'll scare the heck out of your opponent.
Yes, this one is really convenient if you have the N-Strike system with the Titan ASV.1. But when you add this to your Titan ASV.1, it is a machine because you have the rocket, giant rocket. You have 6 shooting here. You can shoot all at the same time with the trigger that's on the rocket
And if
launcher.
you can find the pistol,
well, let's go see the firing. So we're doing full test, 60 pumps, black one. Then we're gonna do a single fire with the blue ones. Okay. Pretty wimpy, and
well, that was effective.
Did not shoot this last one. Okay. One dart at a time. Last dart didn't shoot. Okay, so our first dart, this here is the one that was in this barrel here, and this was shot fully auto. This black. Next one, black. So you can see easily that when you shoot them all together at the same time, it's usually a lot weaker. Now we have our first blue one, meaning single shot. Second blue one. We have a black one here, which is probably the first one we shot with the first barrel because that one normally shoots a little further. Another blue one, And one more blue one. I don't know if this is all of them. It's a lot of them though. So we reached 50. That's obviously not the effective range. That's the effective range of the longest bullet. But because this thing is so inaccurate, I would say the effective range is probably a lot lower, maybe around 25, 30 feet. So, thanks for watching.